Hello there, Mrs. Ehlke here. Today I'm working with
me, Ian.
Yes, and Ian, tell them what we're doing today.
Well, Mom had the idea of doing some hot chocolate. So yeah, here it is.
That's what we're doing. It's cold outside, folks. It's like winter.
Yep.
So to warm up, who doesn't love coming inside and drinking a nice hot cup of hot chocolate? And even better, with little marshmallows floating on top.
They're huge.
These aren't little, true. These are huge marshmallows floating on top. So would you like to make some hot chocolate with us? If so, follow along. We hope you like it. Notice too, our mugs are very different. This one you guys can take and do whatever you want with. If you want to add snowflakes to yours, great. If you want to add words or patterns or designs, great. We can't wait to see those creative juices flow. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. Enjoy. We're going to begin using our black Crayola markers. And I want to make my cup nice and big so it takes up the whole space of my paper. So I'm using kind of a slanted line, and I'm going to make it a little bit off-centered so that we have room for the handle. So I'm going to start right here and just make kind of a nice, just a barely kind of curved line like that. Good. Then I'm going to make another slightly curved line right under that. Like that. That's kind of the lip of the cup. Next I'm going to go down on both sides, and I want to try to make these nice and straight up and down. And I want them to stop at about the same spot. Good. Now, to connect them, I want my curved line to be just like the two up here. So I want to try to think like those and make a nice curved line down here as well to connect my two vertical lines. Good. Now I'm going to add the handle, and that's basically like kind of adding a letter C to the mug. I'm going to start big. And then I'm going to make the inside of the handle as well, like that. Nice. Now I'm going to curve this top part in just a little bit, but I'm going to stop right there. And I'm going to do the same thing to my other line. I just want to kind of curve it around but stop, because we're going to have some marshmallows floating in our hot chocolate.
Yay.
Okay, now to make the marshmallows, it's actually not too hard. You just make a squished oval, and then you make two lines that go down from the squished oval, and they can sometimes be at an angle. They don't always have to be up and down because they're floating in different ways. So there's one marshmallow. I'm going to make another one that's lower down, so a squished oval and then two lines that go down. I'm going to throw another one kind of behind this one.
I was going to do that.
Squished oval with lines that go down. I'll throw one here, squished oval, and lines that go down. So you can really keep doing this until your whole mug looks nice and full. The tricky thing is to try to make sure that it makes sense, the ones that are going behind the other ones. And I might add a little bit of a line right here for the actual hot chocolate kind of poking in. You could actually do that on yours too. So pretend that there's a little bit of a line in there too. And then I feel like we need some kind of fun straw. Yeah, that goes right there. So that's actually the hot cocoa. Yep. Now your curved line here actually needs to be going all the way up here. So let's connect that, because it's supposed to look like it's going up and around the top. So that's not a big deal. Okay. Now I'm going to add a straw in mine, and I'm going to do a striped one because those are fun, and it's going to be a little bit behind some of these marshmallows.
How do you do a swirly one?
I'm going to do, I'll show you.
Yay.
I'm going to do 2 lines that come out. They can be pretty thick because this is a thick mug. It's just going to be a short straw. And then it's going to have a squished oval on the top. And it's going to have some swirls on it. I'm going to do kind of a curved line that goes down at an angle to make these stripes all the way down the side of the straw. All right, now it's up to you as to whatever kind of design you want to do on your mug. There's all kinds of different fun designs out there. You could just do like maybe some swirly lines to make like a pattern.
It kind of looks like that. It kind of looks like Willy Wonka's smoke thing.
Oh yeah, I can see that. You could make stripes that go across. If you do, just make sure they kind of follow the curved lines of this. You could do some type of snowflake pattern that goes across. Maybe I'll try something like that just to keep it simple. I think I'm going to do just a couple of snowflakes that go across
I made 3 big ones.
all the way around my thing. Right now they look like crosses. If I add an X on the inside,
Yeah,
they look more like snow. If you want to get really fancy, you can add a couple other little details, like little V's to some of them.
Yeah, that's way better.
That look more snowy.
You should wait. You should have waited and did it with a different color.
Oh well. All right. So, time to color. Oh, one more thing before we color.
Yeah.
I do like to show that it's like steaming, so I'm going to throw a couple of steam lines so we know this is a hot drink here, or hot cocoa. All right, now, again, this is an open-ended. You can color it whatever color you want. So I think I'm going to go with kind of this turquoisey color because it's my favorite.
Green. Or is that orange? And do you have a red?
I'm sure I do somewhere.
Excuse me.
Yep. So Ian and I are going to go ahead and start coloring, and we will come back to show you how they look once they've got some color on them. All right. See you soon. So you can see we've been working hard adding some color to our pictures. I decided to add even some shading kind of along the bottom edges and a little bit on the sides, also a little bit on under the handle. So if you want to get fancy, you can do that. You can see Ian added some lettering to his to, of course, encourage it to snow outside. And before we finish up, I just wanted to show you how to shade some marshmallows. So we're going to look for a light brown, and we're going to use that to shade. I don't actually have a light brown, so I'm just going to press really lightly with my regular brown. And we just want to add a little bit of shading to these. These marshmallows have been kind of hanging out in the chocolate, so we might want to just add a little bit of brown to them. And I'm going to press really, really lightly and just try to add a little bit of shading, especially to the sides of them.
On the bottom?
Yeah, along the bottom, along the edges here. And I want to leave it light in the middle so that they still look kind of white. So I'm going to use brown for that. And then the tops of them, I want to stay pretty white. Whenever I am shading something like that is all white, like a snowman or a marshmallow, another good color you can use is a light blue. And just really barely add a little bit of light blue kind of around the edges, and that'll kind of make it so it's not as white as the white paper. You knocking all the pencils off the table. And then I'm also going to kind of bring it down into the brown section too. So I'm using a little bit of light blue now
Like
on the top. Yeah, that's perfect. Periwinkle. And I'm using a little bit on the sides of the marshmallows too, where we did the brown. And this just adds a little bit more shading. They'll still look white if you're looking at it, because I'm just barely using a little bit of blue, but it gives them a little bit more shading so that they don't look exactly the same as the white of the paper. You could even do that. I have some of my straw that I left white, so I might even add a little bit of that blue to the edge of the straw to give that a little bit more shading too, so that it looks like it's more rounded. That's just kind of a fun little trick to make your stuff come to life. We hope you have enjoyed doing this project with us. Ian, if they are liking these videos, what should they do?
Subscribe, because we're at 930, and we're looking to get to 1,000.
Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We hope you guys are enjoying these, and please let us know if there's anything else you want us to draw or color. We would love to do it for you. Thanks so much for watching.
Subscribe down below.
Have fun.